Day 2 of the coilover install. Let's get right into it. Okay, so if you guys didn't watch part 1 of the coilover install where I did the front, I recommend you click above me and watch that video first before you watch this one because it'll make a little more sense. So right now, we're going to be starting the rest of the install on the rears and dropping the rear so the whole car can be even. This is literally a brand new shirt. I just got it yesterday because we saw in that last video, I messed up that last shirt. So I'm going to change it to something a little more dirty so we can get started immediately. So we got the car jacked up, so we can save time. We're probably going to do one person on each tire. So one person does this suspension and the other person does this suspension. So this video will probably be pretty short because it pretty much is the same steps as the first part of the video, just with one extra step, which is the bucket. So yeah, let's get started. So like I said before, the same process we're doing over here, we're doing on the other side and vice versa. So right now we're gonna take off the wheel so you can get access into the strut. All right, so this is what I was talking about when I said the strut was separate from the spring. Here is the strut. It's really dirty in here, sorry about that. Here's the strut and here's the spring. The strut is separate, it's connected with 2 bolts into the chassis, and most likely 1 bolt into the this bucket, is what it's called, and the spring sits into the bucket. So you take the actual bucket control arm, I'm pretty sure it's called bucket arm, take this bolt off and the actual bucket will come down, but it is under load because of the spring, so it is pretty dangerous. So I'm going to take off the strut first so I can get that taken off and unbolted. Then I'm going to take off the entire bucket arm, and that should fall down a little bit, but we got to be careful because it is under load. So we just realized this control arm sensor, and when we took off the bolt right here, the whole arm like went under load and went down, and it put load onto this sensor. So we should probably take this bolt off right there. Okay, great, perfect. Now the arm won't break. Perfect. And I'm pretty sure we should take off that camber bolt to loosen it up so this whole thing can come down and the spring can fall down.
That's a big song.
Yeah. Oh, here, the impact. I think this might fit immediately. There you go. I can reach over here if you want me to do it.
No, it's not a 19.
It's not? You got them big boy sockets, bro. You said chrome sockets explode? Yeah, he told me that my chrome sockets. Man, Fleet roasted me right there, bro. He said my chrome sockets will explode on his impact because he got too much torque. Oh, my bad. My bad.
What the fuck? It's so huge. What the fuck? Go try to see if you can loosen it.
Yes, sir. I think that's enough. That's all we need. Just to get that out of the socket so we can get this down. And now this should be kind of wobbly. Can you try to move the spring?
No, it's
still under load. Oh, right here.
Yeah, this.
Oh, okay. The what's it called? The sway bar linkage. We're kind of learning as we go. We definitely have a general idea of how to do this, but like every car is different, or like, you know, we be forgetting, bro. Want the small one? Midget mallet?
Yeah.
Midget mallet. Midget mallet. You know where the midget mallet is? Oh.
No, it's under low. So
Oh, dang.
So
Oh, dang.
So we can try to hit it. What is that?
Okay. Yeah.
Or try to pull it out.
Yep, it's out. Oh, yep. And there's your spring. Wow. Now, let's get. Wow. Oh, wow. I like it. So we got both of the control arms off the car, or unbolted from the car. We got both the springs out of the car. But one thing that we have noticed is we will have to reuse our stock bushings or the bump stops for the springs. We're gonna take this one, and this is like to make it like a nice clean fit inside the bucket so it won't rattle on the bottom and the top. So we're gonna take these bump stops from each spring, put them onto our aftermarket springs in the same place, and then this should go plug and play straight into the little spring bucket. And this, as you can see, has the coilover and everything, so you'll adjust from here. And then the new strut is just a strut with oil and everything. I honestly don't know why manufacturers do this weird spring and strut separation, but hey, like I said, okay. So these are how the rear struts look. This one is for the right side of the car. It has the dampers, and it's honestly a really high quality strut. It looks super nice and clean. And then this spring, well, like I said, will sit into that bucket. Beautiful. Right now, we got the strut bolt off. This one, strut bolt off. We got the control arm bolt off, the spring off. So the only thing left to do is take the actual strut off the chassis of the car. Two 14 mil bolts. Easy. It's nothing. It's already hanging off. Might as well. Remember how I said I was a different person, not making struts fall? I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to it. I don't drop struts out here. I don't drop struts. I put them down gently. So as of right now, he inserted the stock bump stop onto the bottom inside the bucket. Coilover part fits on to the top of the spring. Oh yeah, they are grooved. You're right. They're grooved. They have to sit perfectly in the right grooves. Rotate it again. Yeah, spring. Yes, sir. And keep in mind, actual things at an angle too. Yeah. All right, you want me to go get a stock jack?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, you said you got muscles?
I'm trying to see you.
Yeah, not bad.
Because right now I'm just trying to fit it so I could put the strut as one in as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. As of right now, he's inserting the strut in. He's kind of just test placing it to see everything's gonna line up and fit into place.
Oh, I went too fast. Fuck.
That looks good in there. You want a socket?
I'm just testing it.
You said what?
I'm just testing it right now.
Yeah, no problem.
It's getting stuck onto the actual where it connects to the knuckle. Yeah,
Right there.
where your knuckle.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Jack.
I got you, man. I'll get you my stock jack. I bring you the jack and you don't even need the jack, dude. You should have told me that your arms were jacks, bro. God dang. I'm gonna take this off then. Nice.
Might have to raise the
coil again a little bit.
yeah.
No problem. Can't you just rotate the entire strut from there? The top? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's just the goes.
Yeah, it's going up, yeah.
Okay, let me just put this in.
Good idea. Oh, beautiful. Right now he's tightening the entire strut to raise it because he put the nut into the bucket arm. So the bucket arm and the strut and the chassis are attached now. So he's raising the entire strut up so the arm goes up so that bolt heats up. Great idea. Super smart idea, honestly. About a jack. And the spring is slowly starting to sit into place nicely. Wow, look at that. Nice and stiff. That's not even under load, like full load yet. We might have to pull the assembly out a little bit, the tire assembly or the wheel assembly out, because the the wheel or the hole looks like it's a little to the right. Oh yeah, it's beautiful, bro. Right there, right there. Yes. Alright, so we tighten both nuts on this side, so this strut is pretty on there secure. So now we're gonna come down here and we're gonna drop the spring in to the bucket where it sits, and like I said, we're gonna take the stock bump stops so they fit perfectly into the stock like a groove. Take the stock ones, put that in there, the spring on top, and the stock bump stop on the top of the spring, and this whole bucket close this up, and then this will attach to here, and this will attach to here, and the spring will be inside here. Perfect. Okay, so this is what I meant when I'm saying you need the stock bump stops. Here, the stock bump stop. This will keep it in place in the bucket. And apparently, I don't think you need the top ones, because this one does come with its own little like plastic bump stop, so we don't need the top one. So we'll just keep the bottom one from the stock, and they do sit in grooves, as you can tell. They do sit in grooves, so it is a specific way it does sit. That sits nicely. Now that's straight. Then we'll take this entire thing and we'll bring it here, and you can see the grooves. I don't know if you can see that groove actually, not bad. In there. And this will sit in here, hopefully. Oh man, beautiful. Right, and then you have to line these grooves up with how it should sit. So about like this. And then we'll bring up the bucket, line up these two bolts, attach them, done. Oh, it's like almost now. We go down a little more. Nah.
Is it too high? Or?
It's way too high, yeah. You need to go down a little more, or a lot more actually. Yeah, I can see it going down.
How does it know?
Let's see. It's like halfway.
I'm not trying to remove this piece.
Yeah, facts, yeah. Oh, I think you're on, but you're blocking it. Yeah. Almost. If you can bring the strut this way a little bit. Let go, a little. The strut. Oh, yep. Almost. It was like right there. My bad. Can I go like release a tiny bit? Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, actually. I love that. It looks so good. This is a shaky video. Now he's adjusting up the strut, so the entire strut goes up, therefore bringing the entire bucket arm up, therefore aligning that bolt to its socket. Yep, you're starting to see it right now. but I think it's gonna need a lot, like a lot. Let me right now, since we can, let me put this in. Wait a second.
You can still put it in afterwards.
Okay. Okay.
Just pull it up.
I think we're gonna need a lot of that. Oh yeah. Yep. Beautiful. Mallet. Oh. You keep proving me wrong with your strength, man.
It's almost in. It's not good.
Now it is, man. I love how easy this is going. Like, it's actually doing really well. I love it.
Yeah, turn all the way. Let's go.
Right now, why not?
Let me just mix this up.
Can you bring it up? Actually, I do need it up.
Alright, that's it done. That's the
So right now, we just adjusted the strut. So this side and this side are even heights. How much did you put on each side?
It's the same, about 5 inches.
5 inches, right? Yeah. From the strut down here up there is the 5 inches, and same with down here. So hopefully when we lower the car, we're gonna put the wheel on right now, lower it, and it should be even. It might not be 100% even with the front of the car, but we'll play with that pretty much throughout while I'm driving the car, and that's like a whole other process. But yeah, so far so good. All right, so I just got back from a test drive, and while I was driving, we noticed that the toe was like crazy pushed in. This one I just adjusted. I do have Megan Racing toe arms, and they are adjustable. So I've just adjusted this toe, but I'm pretty sure because the whole new suspension setup, the car was used to my stock setup, so, and the car was tuned for that setup. So when we put in the new setup, it towed it in like crazy. This one I did not touch, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about with the toe a little bit. It's because the car's jacked up like this. You don't see it that much, but I'm gonna jack up this side a little more and adjust the toe so the car will be driving straight, because right now the wheels were literally rubbing on the ground. Like, it was like this. I can hear them going, like, skirting down the road, so that's not good. Alright guys, so I'm kind of giving a small test drive right now. It's 11 o'clock at night, so it's dark, so I have to use my dome lights, but I'm listening for scrapes, rattling, rubs. Suspension feels good. It feels very stiff. It feels more responsive than stock, a lot more responsive. It feels way more planted to the ground. Not gonna lie, I felt like this car was a little bit unstable at first, but it feels stable. Because of that toe problem, I did fix it a little bit. I adjusted the toe out a little bit, so I'm not scraping on flat ground, but I definitely do feel like I can feel the car needs an alignment. It's pulling. So tomorrow, as soon as possible, I'm gonna get this alignment, and this car should be done. Like, it is on the ground now. It's pretty low, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, it looks really good. So honestly, there's nothing else to say.